Hello everyone, this is Jenny. So today's session for class 9th and 10th standard computer syllabus. Okay, so for class 9th, the first title is Fundamentals of Computer Systems. So in this session, you are going to know about computer works, components, functions, and its basic operations. Okay, so let's move on to definition of a computer. Simply we can say computer is an electronic device. Okay, so what are the functions or operations it will perform? Means it accepts input, process data, produce output, and stores your information. That is the work of computer. Okay, isn't it right? Yes. So this is called the IPO cycle. Okay, and then second title is basic components of a computer system. Okay, so in our computer system we can split in two parts. One is hardware, another one is software. So first of all, we take hardware, means this is the physical connection of the computer. Okay, so what are the physical connections? That is wired connection. Okay, so keyboard, mouse, monitor, CPU, printer, every devices is going to connect with some other devices with the help of wire. Okay, and another one is software. So what is software? Software is a program. It tells the instructions to the computer what it should do. Okay, so types. It has consist of two types of software available. One is system software, another one is application software. So for system software, example, I can say Microsoft Windows and Linux. These are the operating systems. That is called system software. And when we are moved to application software, means example, I can say Microsoft Word and then Excel. Okay, so these are the applications which we are working, okay, with the applications. Okay, so system, without system software, the application software, it will not work in your system. So these are the major components of computer. Okay, another one is central processing unit. What is the central processing unit or brain of the computer? Is CPU. Okay, so it has three parts. One is control unit, arithmetic logic unit, third one is register. Control unit means it is going to control your all the operations. Okay, and directs data flow. Okay, so next, second one is arithmetic logic unit. It performs your mathematical functions, calculations, and handles logical operations. For example, you are using sin theta, cos theta, logical operators or and operators. Okay, so everything and or not gate, like this gates, everything it's going to perform in this unit. Okay, and then registers. Register means high speed memory. Okay, so you are going to store your informations inside the memory. Okay, small high speed memory inside CPU. So these are the parts of CPU. And fourth one is memory unit. Memory units you know very well. We are going to stores our data. Okay, data or informations. Okay, so here you can see two types of memory: primary memory, another one is secondary memory. So main memory, primary memory, this types it consists of two types. One is RAM and ROM. RAM means random access memory, that is temporary memory. Okay, not permanent memory. And read only memory also. So RAM is a temporary, means volatile, and ROM is a permanent, that is read only memory, non volatile. Okay, and the secondary storage device, here you can see it is a long term storage. So short term storage, RAM and ROM. Long term storage, you can use hard disk, pen drive, okay, and SSD. Okay, something super disk you can use for secondary storage devices. And input devices. Okay, so user, you are going to enter the data into these devices. Okay, for example, you can give your input through keyboard, mouse, scanner, and microphone, everything. And output devices, what are the inputs you are giving through this devices, and you are getting that type of output from that output devices. Okay, so output devices, it's going to display your output. For example, monitor you can use, printer, speakers, everything you can use in the output devices. And another one is types of computers. Here you can see supercomputer, mainframe, mini computer, In microcomputer now we are using PC and laptop and then tablet, everything also microcomputer. And you know the generations of computer: first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth and fifth. Right now we are using sixth generation of computers. So six generations it had crossed almost. So these are the fundamentals of computers, and next session we can move on to data representation and binary values. Okay, thank you so much. Bye from Jane.